Hey guys, this is Janis, and in today's episode I want to talk about the concept called wellness triangle. It's a productivity concept, and if in some videos before I've done about like quick tips that you can do to boost your productivity or how to approach your day. These things take more time and more preparation, so you can get yourself ready for the maximum productivity. And as you probably already guessed, the wellness triangle contains from three main things, and it is eating well, it is sleeping well, and it is about moving and exercising. So in this video I'm gonna go through all three of them, and I'll try to share my experiences as well as some of the tips that you can use to stay on top of the game and succeed with your productivity. So let's start with the first one, and it is sleep. I mean, sleep is extremely important, and I know from my experience that every time I have appropriate sleep, I'm much more focused, I'm much more energized and productive when I'm approaching my tasks. And the thing is, during the daytime, we consume a lot of information that is on our mind. And then during the nighttime, what happens is our brain stores it away into our subconscious mind, so we can access it when we actually need that particular piece of information. Our body also needs sleep to perform a number of biological processes like restoring a body, growing a muscle, repairing a tissue, and synthesizing hormones. So here are a couple of things that you can do. Number one is getting enough sleep. Now, most of the studies that I've come across suggest that anywhere between 6 and 8 hours is fine for a grown-up body. And for my personal experience, I sleep about 7 hours during the week and then about 8 hours over the weekend. And I find it as a sweet spot because, it's not too much, and it's also enough for me to restore my body and get ready for the next day. Number two is having an evening ritual. Now, because I do a lot of journaling, what I personally like to do in the evening, I like to prepare my next day's plan. Therefore, I'm ready when I wake up in the early morning. And I find that it really calms my mind down and lets me kind of set intentions for the next day. Because if I do something else, like if I watch some YouTube or Facebook videos, I kind of try to rest last part of the day, then normally I'm really struggling to get up because I feel like I haven't had a really good night's sleep because of watching funny videos in the previous evening. And number three is finding the best fit for you. Now, some people like to wake up early morning, and some people like to work into the night and then sleep longer in the morning. Now, there is no right and wrong. I personally like to get up early in the morning, and I find that that's kind of gives me the best productivity. But if you're a night owl and if you like to stay up late, then that doesn't matter. I don't think it should be like one is right, one is wrong. I think you need to find the best fit for you, where you feel you have most productivity, and then stick to it. The second thing on a wellness triangle is eating. And if you want to benefit from eating, you have to eat healthy foods. I noticed when I started my journey, obviously at the beginning of this year in 2017, I decided to go on healthy food diet because I wanted to achieve my fitness goals, and it involved eating healthy. It's a big part of building a muscle. If you want to grow, you have to eat healthy foods. What I also noticed is wasn't just about my physical growing, but it was also about a difference that I felt in terms of energy levels. Before I was consuming a lot of sugars, and every time I would have a meal, I would have a bit of a spike, and then I would have a dip because obviously of the processes that happens in the body. I would feel sleepy, I would feel fatigued and tired, and it just went up and down, up and down. And since I started to eat healthier, I've noticed that I don't have any more dips. Occasionally I would feel a little bit, tired, but that happens very, very rarely. So let's have a look at a couple of things that you can do to start eating healthy. And I don't really want to give you direct tips in terms of, what to eat, what not to eat. You know, I could say, you know, eliminate the sugars in your diet, eat a lot of veg and fruits to consume enough vitamins and minerals, and, you know, choose natural foods over processed foods and all that stuff. But you can find it. You can find a lot of blog articles, other YouTube videos where, you know, people share what's healthy. What I really wanted to focus in this video is the structure and way you should approach it, so it kind of almost becomes like a process or a habit. So first, I would say you need to create a meal plan. So that's the first step. You know, choose what things you want to eat and find some recipes or something that you plan ahead. Like, you know, probably the best way to look at it is on a weekly basis. You know, see what you want to buy for you know, what you want to eat for a week, and then prepare what kind of meals you're gonna be preparing. Yeah, I mean, it's all available on the internet. You don't have to create your own recipes or anything, and it shouldn't take like a huge amount of the time. It just needs to be sat down and done. So that's the first step, creating a meal plan. The second step is creating a buying list. Obviously, creating a list of items that you're going to buy, because we all know that it's easy to, you know, go in a shop and then start thinking, okay, what do I want to get? And I think that's where it all happens. You know, that's where the things happen, when people just buy, you know, the stuff, you know, the cereals and other sugary stuff that they think that they want. Yeah, and then they end up with having that stuff at home in a fridge. And then, you know what, you know, if you have all these products at home, then guess what, you're going to be preparing them into the meals, and they're not going to be healthy meals. So what you have to do, you have to create a list of the items that you're going to buy in a shop, so that you can produce the meals that you prepared previously. So what happens is, if you follow these two simple steps, you end up with the products in your fridge and at home that are healthy, that will prepare healthy meals. And guess what? You know, if that's what you have in your fridge at home, that's what you're going to be preparing. So I want you to look at it more of like from the structural point of view, rather from, you know, what you're gonna eat and what's healthy. Because if you buy healthy stuff, get it in the fridge, then that's what you're gonna be eating during the week. And the third thing I would say is to attach meaning to, you know, why you want to eat healthy, because it's easy to lose the track. But if you have a clear goal, like for myself, it was, you know, growing a muscle mass on my body, and I just been sticking to it. So having a goal or role model is really good way how to kind of stay accountable for it. So this is it on how to start to eat healthy. You know, make a meal plan, get a checklist, and have a goal for yourself. And the third list on the wellness triangle is movement and exercise. Now, I think there is a big misconception out there in the world about exercising. I think a lot of people look at it in the wrong way, because, you know, some of my friends say, I can't understand how you can exercise. I'm so tired after work. So in their minds, it must look like this. You know, they think you have to have energy to exercise, then you do exercise, and then you're tired. But in fact, it's other way around. You have low energy, you exercise, you have a high energy. And that is how it works. And I think it's a huge misconception that people think that, you know, the exercise is gonna drain them, gonna take all their remaining energy away, where in fact, it actually generates energy. You generate energy while you do the exercise. So it's very important. And like for myself, I know these benefits, and that's why I've included in my daily routines. And I work out in a gym 3 times a week, and I do running twice a week over the weekend. So I do train most of the days of the week, because I know the benefits what exercise gives me. And, you know, sometimes on the days when I don't exercise, if I don't have energy and if I can't get focused on my tasks, I just put on the shoes and I just go for a run. So when it comes to exercise, there are 2 things that I think are really important, and it is accountability and having a goal. So when we talk about accountability, you know, you can go and get a gym membership, which is gonna kind of keep you accountable. Or if you don't want to work out in your gym, you can join the running club. It's a great alternative where a group of people gather together and go for a run, you know, once, twice, or, you know, even more times a week. And then you're gonna, you know when you go that there is gonna be other people who are striving for the same kind of results. And also great thing for accountability is getting a training partner. You know, if you have a friend who also works out or goes for a run, then you can join him, and that's going to be more motivating for you to keep it going. The second thing is about having a goal. And you know, when I started my fitness journey this year, my goal was to grow my body mass and particularly muscle on my body. And I set a goal out for myself, and obviously I have almost achieved my goal, and I feel really, really good. And I felt good along the journey because when I was halfway through the year, I had achieved kind of half-year goal, and it just kept me going and going because I can feel that sense of progress and how it was moving forward and developing. So those two things with regards the fitness, if you can have accountability and if you can have a goal, that's definitely going to help you to stay on the track. So if you want to maximize your productivity in a long run, I think you should definitely follow a wellness triangle. You should have good sleep, you should eat well, and you should exercise and move, because those things are gonna build a really strong foundation for your productivity. And of course you can use all other techniques, like I like to start my day with the hardest task first. That's why I'm recording this video as in a first part of the day, because it is one of the hardest tasks for me today. That's going to prepare you for a really long time success, rather than just looking for a quick fixes here and there. You know, those three things are going to really work in the long term. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're building the business and if you want to follow on my journey on how I build my online business, then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. This was me, Janis, from Driven by Goal, helping you to achieve your goals. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you during the nighttime, your body needs